When faced with obstacles, we have a choice to let them define us or to rise above them. Focusing on learning from our mistakes and taking calculated risks allows us to unlock our true potential and create a better future. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's journey is a testament to this idea. We may not all be able to achieve The Rock's level of success in Hollywood, but the lessons he's learned along the way can inspire us to push past our own limitations. We have all been in situations where we feel like giving up, but it's how we respond to those moments that truly defines us. When we allow our setbacks to become our greatest opportunities for growth, we open ourselves up to the possibility of unbridled success. It's not about being fearless, but about being resilient and determined. The Rock has spoken publicly about the struggles he faced as a child, growing up in a tough neighborhood without a father present in his life. He was teased for being overweight and being in a wheelchair, but instead of letting those challenges hold him back, he channeled them into fuel for his determination to succeed. He worked hard, persevered through adversity, and eventually became one of the most successful athletes, actors, and entertainers in the world. The power of failure, but a necessary step on the path to success. We should view it as a stepping stone to success. By embracing failure, we can learn from our mistakes and become more effective in achieving our goals. Take the example of J.K. Rowling. She was a single mother living on welfare when she began writing the first Harry Potter book, and she was rejected by 12 publishers before one finally agreed to publish her work. Can you imagine if she had let those rejections discourage her? The world would be a much quieter place without the magic of Harry Potter. J.K. Rowling's story is a testament to the power of perseverance. When faced with failure, many people would give up, but not J.K. Rowling. She used each rejection as an opportunity to learn and grow, and eventually, her hard work paid off. She went on to create one of the most beloved book series of all time, with billions of copies sold worldwide. Failure is also a crucial part of growth. Michael Jordan is often cited as one of the greatest athletes of all time, but did you know that he was cut from his high school basketball team? That rejection fueled a fire within him that drove him to work twice as hard and become an Olympic champion and 6-time NBA champion. So, the next time you face failure, remember that you're on a path to growth and that every no brings you one step closer to a yes. Building confidence. Building confidence is a key component of personal growth and development. When we feel confident, we're more likely to take risks, try new things, and pursue our goals. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson said, "When you think you've reached your limits, take a step back and look at your roots. What's driving you is not what you think. It's your why." Understanding our values and passions is essential to building confidence. It's only when we know what we stand for that we can confidently pursue our dreams. Confidence comes from within, and it's not something that can be bought or sold. It's a mindset that must be cultivated and nurtured over time. By setting achievable goals, taking calculated risks, and embracing challenges, we can build our confidence and develop a growth mindset that propels us towards success. Unlocking our true potential. Unlocking our true potential requires a willingness to learn, to grow, and to adapt. By embracing continuous learning and a growth mindset, we can stay ahead of the curve, adapt to new challenges, and achieve our goals. Take the example of Stephen Covey. As a renowned motivational speaker and author, he spent decades studying and teaching the power of personal growth and development. His famous 7 Habits of Highly Effective People has inspired countless people to take control of their lives and pursue their dreams. Stephen Covey's teachings have had a profound impact on the world, and his legacy continues to inspire people to this day. His 7 Habits framework provides a holistic approach to personal growth and development, and his emphasis on self-awareness, self-reflection, and continuous learning has helped millions of people unlock their true potential. To stay focused on our goals and unlock our true potential, it's essential to practice self-compassion and self-reflection. By being kind to ourselves and recognizing our strengths and weaknesses, we can develop a growth mindset that propels us towards success. So, don't be afraid to make mistakes. It's in those moments of weakness that we discover our greatest opportunities for growth. Embracing the unknown. Embracing the unknown can be a daunting task, but it's essential for growth and development. When we step outside our comfort zones, we open ourselves up to new experiences, new challenges, and new opportunities. It's in those moments that we discover our greatest strengths and develop resilience. So, the next time you're faced with uncertainty, remember that it's a chance to growth and expansion. Don't be afraid to take the leap, to try new things, and to pursue your dreams. As Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson would say, the biggest risk is not taking any risk. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, comment below to share your ideas of what type of videos you would like to see, and subscribe to our channel to get regular videos. Join the True Motivational Warriors clan and keep yourself motivated every single day. Are you willing to fail forward in order to grow? Have you ever felt like your dreams are crumbling right before your eyes? Imagine turning every setback into a setup for a remarkable comeback. Today, on the True Motivational Warrior YouTube channel, we're diving deep into the essence of transforming shattered dreams into unstoppable success. Get ready to rebuild your life with a powerful motivational surge that will ignite your journey from defeat to victory. Setting the scene, the battlefield of life. Life often feels like a battlefield where every individual faces their unique challenges. These trials test our emotional, spiritual, and financial resilience. Each person's journey involves navigating through these adversities, shaping their story of either triumph or defeat. It's in these moments that our true character is forged, amidst the chaos and the rubble of our plans, where we find the raw materials to rebuild stronger than ever before. The struggle facing life's hardest moments. Everyone encounters moments when things don't go as planned, impacting all facets of life. These challenges could be losing a loved one, facing financial hardship, or battling a severe illness. How we respond to these obstacles determines whether we emerge victorious or defeated. It's not just about the challenges themselves, but about our reactions to them. Do we let them define us, or do we redefine what it means to be resilient? Turning point, the moment of truth. At the peak of adversity, the choice to surrender or persevere becomes a pivotal moment. This is when true resilience is tested, pushing limits and challenging one's own strength and determination. It's about deciding to listen to wisdom rather than succumb to worry, using setbacks as stepping stones. Imagine this, every setback is not just an obstacle, but an opportunity to prove to yourself what you're made of. The resolution, emerging stronger. Every challenge faced is an opportunity to grow stronger, smarter, and more resilient. The journey through adversity isn't just about survival, but about transformation and victory. Embrace the lessons learned and the strength gained from each battle, carrying them forward as badges of honor. As you conquer each challenge, you're not just moving past it, you're evolving beyond it. New beginnings, a transformed life. Every individual has the intrinsic power to overcome their challenges and transform their lives. This transformation is not just about overcoming, but also about becoming stronger, wiser, and more determined. As you stand today, remember that each step taken in adversity is a step towards a greater destiny. You are not defined by your setbacks, but by your ability to turn them into comebacks. So let this be the moment you decide that nothing will hold you back. Rise up from the ashes of your shattered dreams and step into your role as an unstoppable force of success. Remember, True Motivational Warrior is here with you every step of the way, fueling your fire and cheering you on towards that horizon of new beginnings and transformed lives. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, comment below to share your ideas of what type of videos you would like to see, and subscribe to our channel to get regular videos. Join the True Motivational Warriors clan and keep yourself motivated every single day. Are you ready to stop surviving your setbacks and start building your greatest comeback?
Imagine achieving the unimaginable. Envision yourself reaching beyond the limits others set for you. And even those you set for yourself. This isn't just a daydream, it's a potential reality. For too long we've been told that success requires grand gestures and bold declarations. We're led to believe that we must shout our achievements from the rooftops to be heard. But what if the key to our destiny lies in a far more subtle approach? Imagine a world where success is not measured by external validation, but by the quiet confidence that comes from within. A world where the most powerful tools are not flashy technologies, but the quiet moments of introspection and self-discovery. We've all been there, in the midst of chaos and noise, wondering how we'll ever reach our goals. But what if the solution lies not in the external world, but within ourselves? What if the key to our success lies not in the grand gestures, but in the quiet moments of contemplation and reflection? The moment of truth. There comes a moment in every endeavor when you face a critical choice to advance or to retreat. This is your moment of truth. Will you shrink back into the shadows of average, or will you step forward into the light of your potential? The world around us is constantly telling us to reach for more, to be bigger, bolder, and louder. But what if the greatest success lies not in external validation, but in the quiet moments of internal growth? What if the real heroes are not those who shout the loudest, but those who listen the deepest? Choosing to rise above. Choosing to rise above ordinary expectations requires courage and an unwavering commitment to your goals. It means prioritizing your dreams over temporary pleasures and choosing growth over comfort every single day. It's not always easy. There will be times when the doubts and fears creep in, and we wonder if we're truly cut out for greatness. But it's in those moments that we must dig deep and tap into our inner strength. We must choose to believe in ourselves, even when no one else does. Transformed by trial. Through trials and relentless effort, you will transform, not just in terms of your achievements, but in your mindset and spirit. You will emerge stronger, wiser, and more capable than ever before. And as you rise above the noise and chaos of the world, you'll begin to see the world in a new light. you'll begin to realize that the greatest success is not about external validation, but about the quiet moments of internal growth and self-discovery. New perspectives on success. Your definition of success will evolve as you do. It will no longer be about competing with others, but about surpassing your own previous limits. You'll begin to see that success is not a destination, but a journey of growth, of learning, and of self-discovery. As you continue on this journey, you'll realize that the key to your success lies not in external validation, but in the quiet moments of introspection and self-discovery. You'll begin to see that the most powerful tools are not flashy technologies, but the quiet moments of contemplation and reflection. Unleash the power of silence. Imagine achieving your greatest success in complete silence. What if the key to your destiny lies in what you do when no one is watching? Today we delve into the profound impact of silence on your journey to success. The power of silence is a powerful tool that we often underestimate. We live in a world that values loudness and noise above all else. We're constantly bombarded with stimuli and distractions, and it's easy to get caught up in the chaos. But what if the greatest success lies not in external validation, but in the quiet moments of internal growth? The breakthrough moment. The narrative reaches its peak with Marcus's decision to fully commit to his path, despite daunting odds. After years of relentless effort, quiet sacrifices, and unseen progress, there comes a breakthrough moment. This moment is not marked by grand announcements, but by personal realization and quiet satisfaction. Marcus's journey is a testament to the power of silence and introspection. He spent years honing his craft, listening to his inner voice, and trusting his instincts. And when the breakthrough moment came, it was not a grand gesture, but a quiet realization that he had finally found his path. Choosing to trust your instincts. Marcus's story teaches us the importance of trusting our instincts and listening to our inner voice. We often get caught up in the external world, seeking validation and approval from others. But the greatest success lies not in external validation, but in the quiet moments of internal growth. We must choose to trust ourselves. Even when the world around us doubts us, we must choose to listen to our inner voice and trust our instincts. It's not always easy, but it's the key to unlocking our true potential and achieving greatness. Evolving beyond the noise. Marcus's transformation from seeking external approval to finding inner confidence and focus is not just inspiring, it's actionable. We invite you to apply these principles to your own lives. Embrace your dark rooms moments as opportunities for significant development. As you continue on this journey, you'll begin to see the world in a new light. You'll begin to realize that success is not about external validation, but about the quiet moments of internal growth and self-discovery. You'll begin to see that the most powerful tools are not flashy technologies, but the quiet moments of contemplation and reflection. Lies not in external validation, but in the quiet moments of introspection and self-discovery. We invite you to embark on this journey with us, to explore the profound impact of silence on your journey to success. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, comment below to share your ideas of what type of videos you would like to see, and subscribe to our channel to get regular videos Join the True Motivational Warriors clan and keep yourself motivated every single day. Are you willing to evolve in silence, even when the world demands proof of your progress?
Time is the most precious currency we have. Meet Tim Grover, who teaches us to strive for greatness, not average. As a renowned performance coach, he's worked with elite athletes and successful business leaders, helping them achieve their goals and push beyond their limits. With his guidance, we can unravel the mystery of how high achievers unlock their full potential and make lasting progress. The power of greatness. Imagine being able to perform at your best when it matters most. Imagine having the confidence, the focus, and the resilience to overcome any obstacle. This is the world of high achievers, where the boundaries of what's possible are constantly being pushed. And it's not just about being the best, it's about being better than you were yesterday. Tim Grover challenges us to rise above mediocrity and unlock our full potential. The drive to excellence. Top performers understand that mediocrity is an insidious predator. It's not just about being the best, it's about being better than you were yesterday. Tim Grover challenges us to look beyond mere wanting, to transform aspiration into action. This is a call to rise above the ordinary and elevate our game. It's time to question our excuses and unlock the power of our minds. Setting unrealistic goals. You can't hit a target you've never seen. Setting unrealistic goals can be a powerful motivator, but it's also a recipe for disappointment and failure. But what if we told you that there's a way to set goals that are both achievable and inspiring? Tim Grover shares that it's not about being the best, it's about being better than you were yesterday. It's about cultivating a growth mindset, embracing challenges, and persevering in the face of obstacles. Unlocking your potential. Unlocking your potential is not just about achieving success. It's about living a life that truly reflects your values and passions. Tim Grover shares that it's not about being the best, it's about being better than you were yesterday. It's about cultivating a growth mindset, embracing challenges, and persevering in the face of obstacles. As we journey towards excellence, we must learn to forgive ourselves and stay committed to our goals. Building confidence. Confidence is the backbone of any successful person. Les Brown challenges us, you must be willing to take the road that's less traveled, to stand out from the crowd. Building confidence requires effort, practice, and persistence. As we work on building our confidence, we must also learn to overcome our fears and doubts. Creating a winning culture. Creating a winning culture is not just about individual success. It's about building a team that shares your vision and supports your goals. Tony Robbins, a renowned motivational speaker, says, when you surround yourself with people who believe in you, you become unstoppable. We must learn to build relationships, communicate effectively, and inspire those around us to elevate their performance. The power of positive relationships. Positive relationships are the key to unlocking our full potential. People who inspire and motivate us are essential to our success. As we build our network of positive relationships, we must also learn to nurture and maintain them. Tony Robbins emphasizes the importance of surrounding ourselves with people who believe in us and support our goals. The power of persistence. Persistence is not just about achieving success. It's about staying committed to your goals, even in the face of adversity. Les Brown challenges us, you must be willing to do the things today others won't do, in order to have the things tomorrow others won't have. Persistence is the key to unlocking our full potential and overcoming the obstacles that stand in our way. It's time to break free from the shackles of fear and self-doubt and rise to the challenge. The art of resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks and failures. It's the capacity to stay focused and motivated even when things seem impossible. As we work on building our resilience, we must also learn to reframe our thinking and view setbacks as opportunities for growth. Setting clear goals. To unlock our full potential, we must set clear goals that align with our values and passions. Tim Grover emphasizes the importance of specificity, relevance, and measurability in setting goals. We must learn to break down our goals into manageable steps and create a roadmap for success. As we embark on this journey, we must be willing to adapt and adjust our plans as necessary. The importance of self-regulation. Self-regulation is the ability to manage our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. It's the capacity to stay focused and motivated even in the face of adversity. As we work on self-regulation, we must also learn to be kind to ourselves and practice self-compassion. Eliminating distractions. In today's fast-paced world, distractions are lurking around every corner. To stay focused and achieve our goals, we must learn to eliminate distractions and create a conducive environment for productivity. Tim Grover recommends setting clear boundaries, prioritizing tasks, and using time management techniques to stay on track. As we eliminate distractions, we can laser focus on our goals and make significant progress towards achieving them. Minimizing multitasking. Multitasking is a productivity killer. It's a surefire way to reduce efficiency and increase stress. As we work on eliminating distractions, we must also learn to minimize multitasking and stay focused on a single task at a time. Staying motivated. Staying motivated is a crucial aspect of achieving our goals. Tim Grover shares that staying motivated requires setting clear goals, tracking progress, and celebrating small wins. We must learn to motivate ourselves and surround ourselves with people who inspire and support us. As we stay motivated, we can overcome obstacles, push beyond our limits, and achieve greatness. The importance of feedback. Feedback is essential to our growth and development. It's the key to learning from our mistakes and improving our performance. As we work on staying motivated, we must also learn to seek out feedback from others and use it to improve our lives. Creating a support system. Creating a support system is essential for achieving our goals. Tony Robbins emphasizes the importance of surrounding ourselves with people who believe in us and support our goals. We must learn to build relationships, communicate effectively, and inspire those around us to elevate their performance. As we create a support system, we can overcome obstacles, stay motivated, and achieve greatness. Building a positive support network. A positive support network is essential to our success. It's people who believe in us, inspire us, and motivate us to achieve our goals. As we work on building our support network, we must also learn to nurture and maintain it. The final challenge. Today marks the beginning of your transformation. Set clear goals, eliminate distractions, and commit wholeheartedly. Imagine where you could be in 30 days if you started now. Remember, the journey to greatness requires effort, patience, and persistence. But with the right mindset, strategies, and support, you can unlock your full potential and achieve greatness. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, comment below, to share your ideas of what type of videos you would like to see. And subscribe to our channel to get regular videos. Join the True Motivational Warriors clan and keep yourself motivated every single day. Are you ready to take the first step? Look at your watch right now. That second that just passed, it's gone forever. In this very moment, millions of people are mindlessly scrolling through their phones, watching their precious 4.8 hours slip away into the abyss of wasted potential. What could you accomplish in those hours? While you're double tapping photos, someone else is building their empire, writing their masterpiece, or transforming their life. The digital age we live in has made it easier to procrastinate and lose ourselves in the vast expanse of social media. We're so busy watching others live their lives that we've forgotten to live our own. Think about the giants of our time: Warren Buffett reading 500 pages daily, Elon Musk working 100-hour weeks. They didn't achieve greatness by scrolling through social media. They understood something fundamental. Success leaves clues, but only for those willing to look beyond their screens. In today's world, comparison is the thief of joy. We compare our behind-the-scenes moments to everyone else's highlight reels. We're so busy watching others achieve their dreams that we've forgotten to chase our own. The truth is, everyone has struggles. Even the most successful people have setbacks and failures. The difference is, they refuse to give up. Think about the struggle as real moment many entrepreneurs face when launching their first product. The fear of failure can be overwhelming, and it's easy to let it hold you back. But the true resilient leaders don't let fear dictate their decisions. They face it head on and push through the obstacles. Understanding the internal conflict. The comfort zone, it's a beautiful prison with invisible bars. Every day, your inner critic whispers reasons why you should stay safe, stay small, stay ordinary. But deep down, you know you were meant for more. The social media chains that bind you, the endless cycle of procrastination, these are just symptoms of a deeper battle. The war between who you are and who you could become. This war is fought within. It's the battle between your present self and your future potential. The present self is comfortable, but the future potential is where the real growth happens. To break free from the comfort zone, you need to understand that your limits are self-imposed. You have within you the power to push through the obstacles and achieve greatness. The moment of truth. This is your moment. The power of now isn't just a concept, it's your weapon against mediocrity. Right here, at this decision point, you have a choice. Will you continue to watch life pass by, or will you break through those mental barriers that have held you back? The transformation isn't waiting for tomorrow, it's demanding your attention today. You need to ask yourself, are you living your life on purpose, or are you just going through the motions? The answer to this question will determine your future. If you're not living your life with intention and purpose, it's time to make a change. It's time to break free from the comfort zone and take the leap into greatness. Daily commitment to growth. Your daily commitment to growth isn't about grand gestures. It's about consistent, relentless progress. Every morning when you wake up, you're writing a page in your legacy. The gap between vision and reality closes with every intentional action you take. The power lies in starting now, not when everything is perfect. To truly grow and reach your peak potential, you need to commit to a daily routine of personal development. This means spending time learning new skills, reading books, and taking on challenges that push you outside of your comfort zone. The more you commit to this daily routine, the sooner you'll see results, and the sooner you'll be living the life you've always dreamed of. Becoming your best self. Embrace your new identity. Understand that your transformation creates a ripple effect, inspiring others to rise above their limitations. This isn't about living an ordinary life. It's about embracing the extraordinary life that awaits you. Your 2025 success story isn't written in the stars. It's being written right now by your decisions, your actions, your commitment to excellence. As you embark on this journey of personal growth and development, remember that you're not alone. There are millions of people out there who are on the same journey as you, and millions more who have already achieved greatness. Learn from their successes and failures, and use their experiences to fuel your own transformation. Your journey to success. You'll encounter many obstacles on your journey to success, but it's how you respond to these challenges that will determine your outcome. Don't let self-doubt hold you back from achieving greatness. Remember that everyone has doubts and fears, but the successful people are the ones who push through them and keep moving forward. As you break free from the limitations of your past, remember to stay true to yourself and your values. Don't let anyone else define what's possible for your life. You have the power to create the life you want, and it starts with believing in yourself. Embracing your inner warrior. What if I told you that the most successful people in history shared one common trait that society often labels as delusional? That's right, they were all considered delusional in their pursuit of greatness. Meet Les Brown and Marcus A. Taylor, two titans of motivation who transformed their seemingly impossible dreams into reality. Their stories aren't just inspirational, they're a blueprint for breaking free from society's limitations. These remarkable individuals didn't just challenge the status quo, they shattered it. When people told them to be realistic, they chose to be revolutionary. The blueprint for success. Think about this. Every groundbreaking achievement in history started with someone being called an unrealistic dreamer. The Wright brothers were mocked for believing humans could fly. People laughed at Henry Ford's vision of putting a car in every garage. But what sets the successful people apart is their unstoppable confidence. They believe in themselves and their abilities even when everyone else doubts them. And that's what makes them legends. Don't let the naysayers bring you down. Believe in yourself, and your delusional dreams will become a reality. Take the first step today. Your journey to success starts with a single step today. It's not about grand gestures or overnight successes. It's about consistent, relentless progress towards your goals. Take the first step today. Sign up for that training program. Buy the book that will change your life. Take the leap of faith and start building the life you've always dreamed of. The world is waiting for you to become the person you were meant to be. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, comment below to share your ideas of what type of videos you would like to see, and subscribe to our channel to get regular videos. Join the True Motivational Warriors clan and keep yourself motivated every single day. What legacy are you writing with today's decisions? Immerse yourself in a world where possibilities are not just dreams, but a tangible reality waiting to be grasped. Reflect on the empowering words of Franklin D. Roosevelt, who once wisely said, "The only limit to our realization of tomorrow will be our doubts of today." This profound message transcends simple motivation. It serves as a profound guide to thoroughly redefining your life, starting from the foundational belief in your own limitless potential. Understand that each moment is a new chance to break free from constraints and reach out for the vast potential that awaits. Our journey reveals no ordinary path. It is a transformative experience that illuminates the boundless opportunities born from the fusion of determination and self-belief. Embark on this transformative journey alongside individuals who have faced and conquered incredible adversities to reach the heights of success. Their achievements are not just tales, but living inspirations that illuminate the path to greatness. Let their inspiring stories fuel your ambition and motivate you to climb towards your own dreams, breaking through the barriers of what seems possible. Witness how the fabric of the universe bends to the power of a determined mind, a drive propelled by the stories of numerous trailblazers who dared to defy the odds. Setting the stage, embrace the journey. Consider Denzel Washington, an individual who rose from humble beginnings to become a globally celebrated actor. His life exemplifies the critical importance of transforming every failure into a stepping stone towards monumental success. His resilience not only motivates but resonates, urging each of us to see setbacks as crucial stepping stones on life's grand stage. His inspiring journey encourages us not just to venture outside our comfort zones, but to see these steps as essential for achieving great success. Greet each difficulty and risk as an opportunity to uncover and unleash your true potential. Draw profound inspiration from Denzel's remarkable resilience and let your own story of navigating through challenges light the way to your personal and professional achievements. His story is an open landscape of opportunities, displaying the transformation achieved through perseverance and unyielding dedication. The battle within confronting inner doubts. Like everyone, we encounter internal doubts and fears, a challenge that even Denzel Washington experienced amidst the formidable pressures of Hollywood. These fears, etched into the human condition, are overcome by hope and determination, facing each day's battles with a heart intended for victory. His unyielding perseverance shines as a beacon of hope, reminding us that conquering each challenge only enhances our resolve to succeed against all societal expectations. Step beyond the bounds of mediocrity by electing to be brave. Allow the compelling narrative of Denzel's journey to inspire you to confront and overcome your personal challenges, thereby climbing above and redefining achievable goals in your life. Realize that these goals, once mere dreams, now become blueprints for your ascent to greatness. Turning point, embracing the leap. Denzel Washington, making bold, courageous career decisions, is highlighted alongside his most iconic cinematic scenes. Depict the decisive moments in his life where courage intersected with opportunity, proving that greatness is achieved through audacious choices. This showcases a defining moment of true engagement and pursuit that transformed Denzel. These pivotal scenes serve as a powerful testament to the impactful potential that lies within the courage to make bold choices. The pinnacle of your achievements lies just beyond the fears you conquer. Engage deeply with your immense potential, undertake the crucial leaps of faith, and commit wholeheartedly to the journey of self-discovery and purposeful action. This adventurous path is nourished by attempts and persistence, ever leading towards the embodiment of greater truths. The resolution triumph over adversity. Denzel Washington embodies the art of resilience and undying passion. Each challenge he encountered paved his way towards massive success, representing a journey characterized not by destinations but by invaluable lessons along the way. His success story serves as a testament that motivates us to reconsider our own limitations and embrace a limitless perspective. Allow your failures to guide rather than define you, laying a robust foundation for personal greatness. Just like Denzel, transform every setback into a stepping stone for a phenomenal comeback. Realize that the true journey lies not only in reaching the summit, but also in owning the path you walk with grace and courage. New beginnings, a call to action. Learn from Denzel's steadfast resilience, turn fear into a gateway for growth, and pursue your passions with intense fervor. As you stand on the threshold of action, ponder the remarkable legacy you will construct through each decisive step. The decision rests firmly in your hands, sculpting an existence resonating with purpose and empowerment. Contemplate the legacy you wish to establish. Every new day offers the perfect chance to craft an extraordinary chapter in your narrative. Take action now. Embrace the greatness you are destined for. The world awaits your unique contribution, heralding a future enriched by your vision. Thank you for joining us on this motivational journey. Please like, share, and subscribe to our True Motivational Warrior YouTube channel. Step into your unique role in the world, one courageous act at a time. As you embark on this lifelong journey, know that each step taken with intention brings you closer to the realization of your dreams. What bold step will you take today to silence doubt, embrace your hidden potential, and write the legacy only you can create?
I think it's important for people to make money in a way that doesn't allow them to be canceled and controlled. It doesn't have to be e-commerce. It doesn't necessarily have to be online, although that's easier. But the main reason that they're going to control you is because you have to pay your mortgage, and they're going to hit you financially. So if you're working a job and they say take the vaccine, it's very hard for you to say no when you have a family to feed and a mortgage to pay. I would argue that a lot of people begrudgingly took it. I probably think the majority of people begrudgingly took it because they had bills to pay. So if you make money online, sure, it's harder to make you do that. But you don't necessarily have to make money online. You have to make money in a manner in which it's harder for the matrix to force you to do things you don't want to do. Freedom of speech, because a lot of people can't say what they think. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna address this webcam thing, because everyone asks me about it, and a lot of people conflate my current scenario and the situation I'm in with my old webcam business, even though they're not related at all. I had lots of different businesses, I did lots of different things. I can give some general lessons, which I think perhaps are better. And we can talk about general entrepreneurship, but I want to address the webcam thing quickly because a lot of people think that was how I made all of my money, and that's not true at all. You make money by being perspicacious and indefatigable, and you have to find disruptive industries to a degree. You have to be in before everybody else. And I was involved in the webcam business long before it was mainstream and everybody else was doing it, which is why it was lucrative for me. I am from the streets. I'm from the ghetto, effectively. I'm from a very bad area of England. I grew up in a single mother household, and everyone around me was dealing drugs and killing each other and stabbing and breaking into houses and stealing cars, and all I did was drive traffic to web pages. And I did what I had to do to get out. And now, based on my Islamic reversion, I'm not particularly proud of it, but it's one of those things, and you learn lessons along the way. And I know I haven't done bad to anybody. I don't know I shouldn't have to be sorry for it, because the people around me were doing far worse. This is like Jay-Z sold crack. Nobody gives him a hard time. It's crazy. So that was one of the ways I made money. Was that the first million? I think I made $1 million before that, but turnover, and certainly not profit. But the first $1 million in profit, the $1 million I had in my bank, probably came a little bit after that. But it's amazing, I guess the overview lessons I'm going to give. It's actually amazing how general business strategy can apply to anything. It doesn't matter if you're running a webcam business, it doesn't matter if you're running a car wash. If you understand the realities of how money moves and you understand the realities of business, you're always going to be successful. And you need to be able to apply yourself and work hard and all these things, the basic cliches that everybody understands. But I think in the world today, a lot of business has changed. And I'll be honest with you, I actually think we're entering a brand new stage of how money is generated. And I think that all of the old models of how money is generated are going to fall to the wayside pretty quickly. I even think social media is going to have to change. And I'm going to say this here in case I'm totally wrong, and maybe I'll look like a fool, or maybe I'll look like a genius. But up until this point, social media and all these large companies have made money by stealing your information and understanding how you act and operate by spying on you and then selling advertising. And I feel like the advertising model is even starting to die. I feel like people who are most successful now using social media are doing it by garnering attention virally. So they're getting free advertising effectively. And the old model of just pure advertising campaigns doesn't work anymore. And as AI comes into play and as video content can be created from anywhere, as people decide to create their own realities and their own video games and their own movies they want to watch as opposed to watching anyone else's, I don't know if anyone's going to be sitting there consuming these adverts like before or even responding to them. I don't know who even responds to adverts on Google or YouTube or these things anymore like they used to. I just think the whole advertising model as a whole is going to fall, and they're going to have to find a brand new way to monetize. I do believe it's an attention economy we live in. I think you need to garner attention and find a way to monetize it off the back of it, but I don't think that the traditional advertising model of these social media companies is going to continue for a very long time, starting to fail. And the reason I say that is I know a lot of people who run advertising campaigns now on Google and YouTube and these things, and the returns they talk about compared to somebody who lives true to themselves and has attention garnered via virality are minuscule. And I don't think that the advertising model is going to continue to work for a very long time. To make money in the world today, you need to prove brutal competence and you need to find a USP, which has always been the case. You need to find a way to garner attention, which has always been the case. I feel like, but we're entering a very interesting stage, and the reason I'm talking about this specifically is inside of my school, Hustles University, we teach artificial intelligence, and I think AI is going to come and wreck the majority of people in the next 10 to 15 years maximum, maybe even 3 to 4 years if you're not implementing it in your business now. Crypto was a disruptive industry, and crypto was a play where if you believed in cryptocurrency early enough, you could have become monumentally wealthy. But I think the proposition of believing in cryptocurrency would have been a hard leap for most people to make. If you talked about Bitcoin early on, it would have been like, okay, internet magic money that's outside of the banks and it's going to go up and I'm going to make money. That's hard to believe. AI is a much easier jump. I think most people at home understand that AI is coming here and it's going to be here to stay and it's going to change every single facet of how our world operates. Right. And you'd be a fool to not believe those things. So you need to be in AI early like people got into crypto early. Crypto is a hard decision to make because it's a hard jump to make, but AI is an easy jump. And anyone who's not trying to build AI into their business right now, whether they're a plumber, whether they're a barista, you can name anything. Mm-hmm. There has to be a way to get artificial intelligence involved in the company you're currently running and learn how artificial intelligence works, because I think that's going to be the future of the people who truly make it and those who don't. Mm-hmm. And the reason is because they talk about removing the link between your time and your money, because if they're linked, you're going to run out of time and you're never going to be able to get rich if you sell your time for money. Right. But the machines never sleep. And I'm already testing a whole bunch of theories and methods which allow us to use artificial intelligence to make a lot more money than we currently do. And I can give you endless examples of it. I'll give you a very simple example. Let me give you a hypothetical, because I don't want to give away too many of my secrets. I have to be careful what I say. Let's imagine right now I had a sales team. Mm-hmm. And I had a sales team of 10 men. I would try to build my own version of ChatGPT or my own chatbot, or I'd be trying to make sure that the artificial intelligence mind knows what it needs to know to answer questions, and I would compare it against my lowest salesman, my worst salesman, and see how it does. Because firstly, it's free, effectively. Secondly, it never needs to sleep and never needs holiday pay. And let's say it's only half as effective as my worst salesman. That's fine if you can feed it double the leads. If you can find leads now at low enough cost, you can make more money from a free machine than you can your lowest performing person. Is that worth a try? Yes, because across the next 2 to 3 years, that machine is going to get better exponentially. Is the person who has been working for you for 10 years and is still your lowest salesman ever going to truly get better? Probably not. And I think getting in early and being involved in this disruptive industry at a point now where it's not mainstream is going to be the difference between the companies that survive into the future and those that don't. Because just like Bitcoin, when everybody starts doing it, a lot of the opportunity is going to disappear. And I think that it doesn't matter what industry you're thinking of getting involved in now or what you're thinking of doing, you should be looking at how you can use AI right now to make as much money as possible. And that's the advice I'm giving to people. And that's what we're teaching inside of our school as well in Hustles University. Every single campus, we have a specific campus around artificial intelligence, which we teach. And every other campus, all the other money-making methods, we also teach how to integrate AI with them. Because I think the future is actually going to be people who can't make any money at all, and then people who know how to make the machines make money for them. Perhaps that's the future I'm betting on. And if I'm wrong, I've already got enough money, so we'll see. It's credibility, which is one of the most important things. It's authenticity, which is one of the most important things. It comes with a lot of heat and a lot of smoke, which I don't think many people are prepared for. And it depends what you're selling. I mean, a personal brand is exactly that, a personal brand. If you have a company, then your company has a brand ethos. So you have to, what's the point of a brand in the first place? The point of a brand in the first place is credibility and relatability and authenticity. So it has to be done at some regard, at some level. You can decide if you want to hide behind a company to protect your personal life, or if you can be the face of your company yourself and suffer. There's advantages and disadvantages to both. Your personal life suffers when you're a personal brand. But then also there's been massive and monumental benefits. There are some good things about it. So it depends what you want to do and what industry you want to get involved in. A lot of people ask me about personal branding and come and say, should I do a personal brand? And I'd often argue that it doesn't matter if you should or not. Firstly, can you? Can you do a personal brand? I mean, a personal brand is exactly that, a personal brand. If you have a company, then your company has a brand ethos. So you have to, what's the point of a brand in the first place? The point of a brand in the first place is credibility and relatability and authenticity and trust. So it has to be done at some regard, at some level. You can decide if you want to hide behind a company to protect your personal life, or if you can be the face of your company yourself and suffer. There's advantages and disadvantages to both. Your personal life suffers when you're a personal brand. But particular case, but then also there's been massive and monumental benefits. There are some good things about it. So it depends what you want to do and what industry you want to get involved in. A lot of people ask me about personal branding and come and say, should I do a personal brand? And I'd often argue that it doesn't matter if you should or not. Firstly, can you? Can you do a personal brand? Can you do a personal brand? What about you as a person is going to get people vested in you? And if you actually go down the rabbit hole and analyze it, you're going to realize that unless you've suffered and had a difficult life and have a bunch of interesting stories and war stories and all the things we're talking about, all the bad things, you're going to suffer to build a personal brand anyway. If you're born into a rich family and your life goes well and everything's fine and now you have a bunch of money and you try and start a personal brand based on the fact that you have money, nobody's going to care. Nobody's interested in all the good things that have happened to you, and nobody's interested in how nice your life is. Nobody cares. Maybe if you show enough money, you can get some temporary interest, but not for long. The only people who can build a brand off having a perfect life are women. Look, I'm beautiful. Look, I'm in Louis Vuitton. Look, I'm skiing. Chicks can do that because they're physically attractive. Men can't. All the men you can name with truly strong personal brands have very interesting stories, and interesting stories usually involve danger, risk, pain, suffering. So if you say, oh, should I build a personal brand? Well, can you? And if you can, then perhaps you should consider it. But if you can't, then you have to sit and say, well, how could I? And the only way you could is to suffer. Are you prepared to suffer in the real world, not on the internet, not pretending to suffer on Twitter? Are you prepared to suffer in the real world, the genuine consequence and the genuine risk that it's going to take for you to be interesting enough for people to sit and want to listen to you, for you to have a strong personal brand? That's the actual question when people say about personal branding. Batman's personal brand is kicking everyone's ass, and he only did that because his parents. So you have to decide, do you want to have would you choose to have your parents killed to be Batman at that level? So, because I think a lot of personal branding, especially at the beginning of personal branding, you could buy a fast car and that was it. You could rent a car and talk some shit. But everyone's bored of that now. I kind of feel like I've raised the bar and kind of ruined it for everyone. Is to be interesting. To yeah, but did they throw you in a dungeon in Romania? Yeah, there's my tips for you. Go suffer. Go suffer and tell people all the lessons you learned along the way, and people will respect you knowing that you've been through something which is difficult. Respect has always lied on the other side of fear. Still does right now. The reason we all watch the big boxing match and have so much respect for the men who get in there is because it's scary to do. Even if you don't cerebrally sit and think, I would be scared to fight in Madison Square Gardens in front of all these people, well then go sign up for a fight and you'll learn very quickly that you are scared, because now you've even just started training for it. You're nowhere near the event and you're nervous all the time and you don't want to do it because it's terrifying. Respect lies on the other side of fear. So people are going to respect you if you do things that they'd be scared to do themselves. And then they're going to say, well, I don't want to go through that because that sounds scary. That sounds terrible. Let me at least try and get the lessons from it. And he's gone through it, so I can learn from his experience, or I can learn from his mistake. I think as AI, we're talking about them replacing salesmen. Well, AI could replace a lot of personal brands too now. ChatGPT is pretty good. Some people are so basic and so vaporous and so thin that ChatGPT could talk the same kind of garbage they talk. Unless you have some suffering to anchor to, how can you have any kind of personal brand at all? And maybe I'm just talking from my own experience because my brand is built on pain and suffering, and maybe I'm trying to cope my way for having all the bad things happen to me that have happened to me. But if I didn't have them all, I don't know what I'd talk about. Okay, I have a fast car. But the coolest thing about me having a fast car is that I grew up with absolutely nothing. The coolest thing about me having a fast car is that they tried to take it off me and threw me in a dungeon. The coolest thing about me having a fast car is when I'm gonna get back in it after they failed to seize it off me when I was on an Interpol red notice for garbage. That's the cool part. Without the dark, there's no light. I like Connor. I have respect for anybody who stands up for what they believe in. And truthfully, even if you disagree with me on every single subject, if you stand up for what you believe in and you act remotely honorably, I have respect for you as a person. And it takes a lot of different types of people to keep the world functioning. I don't like snakery, and I don't like deception, and I don't like dishonesty. But I feel like Connor, I'm sure we don't agree on everything. I feel like he's an honest person. Mm-hmm. He probably says what he means and means what he says. And that's enough for me to get my base respect as a man. And he has another fight coming up soon. We'll see how that goes. But I feel like if you're trying to build a personal brand, I think people now are looking for, I think the internet landscape is also changing, because I don't think people are looking to be just entertained anymore. 3 or 4 years ago, even 5 years ago, you could be entertaining and people cared.
Right.
Because life wasn't perhaps as difficult as it was. Inflation wasn't so high, whatever you want to call it. But they just watch a show and go, okay, he's being a clown, I'm entertained, fine. I think people are looking for answers now. I think people are looking for solutions. And they're only going to believe and trust in the answers you give them if you've tried and tested them, which requires suffering. I think that the internet landscape is changing. People aren't so interested in watching people just have fun anymore. People aren't so interested in watching these idiots just put on makeup anymore. Now they want a solution for their problem because their rent is due and it must be paid. Well, how do we find a person we can trust, and why can we trust him?
Yeah.
And the easiest answer is, well, because I've been through X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
That's how you prove you can be trusted. How do you prove you have discipline? Run a marathon. Then you can prove you have discipline. So for all the people who listen to your newsletter who want a personal brand, okay, go do something extremely difficult and tell them about it and tell them what you learned and prove you did it, and then do something else and continue to compound all those difficult things in your life until you become a better version of yourself, which makes you more competent, which also amplifies your success, and everything works together, and before you know it, you have a huge personal brand. But if you don't suffer, if you don't go through pain, I don't know how you're even gonna have one anymore. I feel like a lot of the attention geopolitically is going to be moving towards the global south and the second and third world. And I think a lot of people understand there's always been more opportunity in the second and third world than in the first world, where a lot of things are wrapped up. I think the internet is giving a lot of access to these places that perhaps didn't exist before.
Absolutely.
I think artificial intelligence involved in these places is also going to be extremely important. I feel like selling information or being the barrier to information is a fantastic way to get wealthy in the world today. There's a lot of people who want things explained to them in a very concise, very quick, very compendious way. And if you can take information which is perhaps freely available that takes an hour to explain and explain it in 30 seconds or less, find a way to monetize that. Especially if you can draw attention to yourself and make it clear how much time you can save people. Especially if you could use artificial intelligence to get that 30 seconds down to 25 seconds. There's actually endless opportunity if you're prepared to work. I don't think that the problem is a lack of opportunity, and I don't really even truly believe in saturated markets. I still think that a lot of people will look at a lot of internet businesses and go, oh, it's saturated. Let's take something that people have been doing for a while. Copywriting. Copywriting, everyone's been trying to copyright, everyone's done it. Well, I would argue that there's a bunch of people right now making money from copywriting as we speak, who are idiots and who are lazy. And they're still making money. So there's no such thing as a saturated market, because there's always a huge subsect of that market which are very easy to outcompete if you try your best. And they're living from it. You could take most of their business. There's always a bottom percentile. So I think that you should be looking to, when I say, I've said this on many podcasts before about selling information or garnering attention, but I don't want people to confuse that with being a clown, which is very different things. I think that if you're prepared to suffer and you're prepared to show that your brand or your personal brand stands up for something, and you have information which people then believe they need, you're going to be very successful in the world today.
Yeah.
My personal thoughts are, I don't know how people in the first world aren't extremely concerned. You were being replaced by effectively foreign call centers for a while. That's something that's been going on for a while. And now we have artificial intelligence coming, and most people are so boring and uninteresting, and they have not suffered enough to be unique. Therefore, they're going to soon be replaced by a free chatbot. Free chatbot that could already replace a large subsect of the population as we stand, right? Imagine we're going to be in 2 or 3 years from now. I think the average person in the Western world hasn't woken up and realized that everything's becoming more expensive and your currency's inflated and there's no chance that anyone's going to fix it for you, and they're out to replace you, people from the second and third world who will work harder than you for less money, and the robots are coming and they're going to replace you for even less than the second worlders want, and you're sitting there thinking you don't have to be exceptional and you don't have to learn to think outside the box and you don't have to suffer in any way to become a unique person, and you're just going to somehow, what, pay your bills? No, you're not. You're going to get destroyed. Destruction's coming for you, and then you're going to become a useless person because you're not going to have a job that you're prepared to do at the price that people are prepared to pay. And once you become a useless person, you have to sit and go further down the rabbit hole of history and see what's happened to all the people of Earth that were useless. What happened to all the people who had dreams and aspirations and expectations, and they were no good to those in power. When I saw that Sora AI thing, this is to all the cameramen in the room, including my guy. I saw that Sora AI thing. I was like, bro, even camera guys are going to be gone soon. Hollywood's gone, actors are gone, script writers are gone. Everyone's going to lose their job. Everyone. You have to be sitting there, and I don't know if the average cameraman is sitting saying, they're going to replace me with this. Maybe not now, maybe not in a year, but certainly in 2. They're going to be able to ask a robot for the thing I would take months to film, and the robot's going to spit it out instantly. So how do I, A, integrate this with my skills so that when they want to use the robot, instead of asking the robot directly, they ask me because they can get a better result via me? How do I use AI along with my camera skills so I can continue to retain my job? 2, how do I diversify? What can I do that this robot can't do currently? Don't believe it will be able to do into the future. Which camera guy doesn't give a shit? Oh, camera guy Sora, yeah, that's cool. I went to experience nature in a mindfulness retreat with my best friend and brother. And there was no distractions. They only allowed me to be distracted for 20 minutes every 2 days with the jail phone. And besides that, I had to focus on what I was doing at the time. Lucky me. And I kind of want to go back. I always had massive respect for Islam, and I'm very careful what I say because I don't want to offend any other religions, because I think that anybody who is living true to God and they believe is the correct religion is somebody who I respect. But I feel like it's the last true religion on earth. In the West, at least, if you look at Christianity, it has no meaning anymore. I don't know how you can be a true person of religious conviction and faith and then call yourself a Christian without feeling not embarrassed, but at least angered. If you don't stand for something, then you don't believe in anything. If you don't have hard barriers, if you're not prepared to say no to certain things and certain ideas, then you don't believe in anything. Islam is simple. Book says no, haram. Next. Yeah. That's it. Yeah, and Christianity is super subjective now. And there are things that everybody knows go against Christian teachings, and they know go against the Bible, but the church and the culture of Christianity, when we were talking about culture earlier, proves how important it is so accepting of everything that they have no firm barriers and they don't believe in anything anymore. And the point of a religion is to have restrictions. That's where the faith comes in. If you can do whatever you want, then it's not a religion, is it? And if you'll ignore all the rules of your own holy book, then it's not a religion either. And I just feel like the fact even that Christianity is so openly mocked and Christians don't stand up and defend it is again proof that the religion has lost a lot of its power. And I think my respect for Islam is in the very simple fact that they stick up for what they believe in and they mean what they say and they refuse to be mocked. And I don't know, you can apply that from a religious perspective, but you can apply that from a general perspective of life as a man. I think any man with self-respect doesn't want to be mocked, and he doesn't want his views to be mocked about anything. And if you're going to believe in a religion, you should at least respect it. And I respect their rigidity. And I respect that people treat them in a certain way because their religious convictions are true. We can go down the argument of which religion is true, which religion is right. But I think we could all agree, and even Christians will agree this with me, that it's a sad state of affairs where Christians will allow their prophet or Jesus to be openly mocked and they won't say anything about it or do anything about it and just allow it to happen within Christian nations. I think we can all agree that's sad. And it's beautiful to be part of a religion where you don't have to suffer that embarrassment. It gave me a lot of clarity, and it gave me a lot of peace, and it confirmed a lot of things I already knew were right and already knew were wrong. Reverting to Islam didn't make me say, okay, this is now wrong and I used to believe it's right. There wasn't very many of those. Far more, I always knew this was wrong. Now I'm glad I get to read the Quran and be told a new reason why it is wrong. And it gave me a lot of peace. You have to live for something, and everybody's trying to live for something outside of God. And truthfully, you're going to get to a point in your life sooner or later where you realize nothing else matters. And you're going to come to a conclusion, especially if you're monumentally successful, that all the things you think you own, you don't even own, and that you don't have control or power over very much. And the only thing that's going to give you true satisfaction in this world is waking up and knowing that you're doing the right thing because it's what you believe is right. And you have the faith and the courage to continue to do that despite your persecution. And ultimately, if what you are doing is trying to take care of your children and preserve society so they have a world to grow up in which is worth living in, that is the will of God and the act of God. And I think that having peace and clarity in regards to knowing I'm living for the right thing was the biggest change. I wouldn't say it changed many of my views, just made me feel more at peace with the suffering that comes with doing the right thing. Yeah, I was corrected on this, and someone said to me that, I think my whole life has been corrections. I'm just good at listening, I just pay it. But we all start off as Muslims. But, and especially when it comes to the Islamic journey, I'm paying a lot of attention and I'm learning as much as possible because there's a lot to learn, especially when you're not born into the faith. There's certainly a lot of studying to be done. I'd like to believe the only reason I'm so good at trying to make people understand what I think and teach people things is because I was such a good student for so long. I spent most of my life listening. One of the weirdest things about the internet is I see all these 21, 22, 23-year-old kids talking about how life should work. And yeah, they all figured out they're in Miami and they've rented a Lambo. And I spent my 20s shutting up and doing as I was told. I only became a world champion kickboxer because I listened to my coach. I only became wise because I listened to my father. I spent most of my life listening before I started to talk. The internet's kind of accelerated it now where people are getting a voice much earlier on. But before the internet, you didn't get rich at 21 unless you were born rich. How?
Yeah.
And you didn't have a voice at 21 because no one would listen to you. So you had to have that age to have the real world successes and the wisdom. And with that age, you often learned the life lessons that allowed you to teach people things. But I've been a very good student for a very long time, and I like to pay attention to things, and I'm constantly being corrected all of the time. And now especially, you can call it God, you can call it universe, you can call it life. There's lots of different things you can call it, but the feedback I'm receiving every single day, I'm trying to pay a lot of attention to. And we can even apply it to other things, right? So I understand that I was joking when I said some of the videos when I made some of the videos I've made that have been used against me now by the people who are saying I'm a misogynist when I'm not a misogynist. Everyone with a brain knows I was joking, that's true. But I would be a fool to not sit and say, okay, well now I'm monumentally more famous. I have to be slightly more careful how I say certain things in case they're weaponized. You have to take feedback from things in life and use it to your advantage all of the time. So I'm constantly and always trying to do that. And jail was a fantastic example of it, but one of the things I like most, and I won't say their names, but there's a few very prominent Muslims who I'm speaking to every day and learning from them. And the lessons in it are so important and so pertinent. And the only reason I believe I'm going to get where I want to get is because I'm a good student and I'm prepared to listen and learn. And there's a lot of people in the world who aren't prepared to listen and learn, and I find that quite interesting. And I don't think it's because people are stupid. I think the majority of people are actually brutally arrogant. Because I've had a lot of people ask for my advice on different things as well. And when I try and give it to them, they just start arguing with me back. I don't know if you've ever had that. Someone comes to me and say, I want to be successful, I want to be rich. I'm like, okay, you need to do this. Oh, but I can't do that because of, why did you ask? Why did you ask me if you have all the answers? If you have all the answers, why are you not where you want to be? There are 3 reasons most people are not successful in life. It's either stupid, lazy, or arrogant. I think less than 5% of people are too stupid to get everything they want. I've yet to see anybody truly dedicate themselves to something in life and not get it. I've never seen somebody get up at 6 a.m. every day, go to the gym every day, eat right every day, and not get in shape. Now, I've heard people say they're gonna do it and not do it, say they're doing it and lie, or say, oh, but my thyroid, or every excuse under the sun. But I've yet to see anybody just do it and not get the result they want. And it's the same with most things. It's the same with making money. Not many people are too stupid to make money. Not many people, if you were to give them the formula, the blueprint, and say, here, do exactly this, copy it, and do it word for word, would be too stupid to interpret what they must do. But people are too lazy and they are too arrogant. 5% of people are too stupid. The majority of people are not where they want to be, whether it's physical, financial, anything else, mental, spiritual, because they're too lazy or they're too arrogant. And laziness is a scourge, but I think arrogance is the true one, where people just truly, they want the answers, they want the shortcuts, but when you're actually trying to explain it to them, they have all the answers under the sun as to why they can't possibly do it, or it doesn't work for them, or yeah, I can't go gym at 6 because of traffic, and I have a thyroid problem, and it's all arrogance. It's all just trying to pretend they're special and different and better than everyone else. And I'm ready for all of it all of the time. You know, maybe I've lost my mind. I'm ready right now for someone to walk in here and for us to all fight to the death and end up covered in blood. I'm ready also to have a nice meal, smoke a cigar, do a podcast. Ready to go home, make some money. Ready to go make another child with my beautiful girlfriend. Ready to drive my Ferrari or my Aston Martin or my Lamborghini. I'm ready for it all. I'm permanently ready for all states of life. It's fine. And as for fun, I'm not sure I believe in fun. Is fun a thing? Is fun real? Isn't that just made up? I'm not sure what fun is. I really, truly enjoy purpose much more than fun. If you were to say to me, Andrew, this will be fun, or I could clear my notifications on my laptop, I'd probably choose to clear my notifications. It gives me a sense of peace. And when your life is chaotic like mine, it's only peace that will be truly valuable. I do like to drive super fast cars. I drive cars around, that's fun, to give a simple answer. But truthfully, I look for peace all of the time because my life is chaos and my life is war, and the most fun thing I could do is nothing.